Hey, what's up guys, and it's finally here, the official Android 10 update for the Galaxy S10. And with this update, we're getting the One UI 2.0 version. So Samsung has released the official version in Germany, and I think it's rolling out in India as well. And from there on, it will move on to more markets. So if you have a Galaxy S10 and you don't have the update yet, don't go crazy. You will eventually get the update really soon. The timing has improved this time. Samsung has released the update about a month early compared to the last year's One UI update. Now the reason why the update is quick this time is because this is not a huge change compared to the original One UI update. If you look side by side, it's definitely not a massive change. I mean, at this point, you can't even tell the difference between the One UI 1.0 and the 2.0. But there are some obvious differences that I'm going to be discussing and some of the awesome features that this UI does bring. So One UI 2.0 is basically a refinement of the original One UI version, using the big phones comfortably as we are moving in 2020. Phones are getting bigger. We already know that the Galaxy S11 family will have even bigger displays. So One UI is basically built for that. So looks wise, there's not much difference between the new 2.0 version and the older version. You've got the same home screen look, same look for the app drawer, and nothing changed on the lock screen as well, which is fine. Obviously, this is perfect in my opinion. But one big feature that will make a massive difference compared to the older version is the gesture navigation. So the gesture navigation on the Samsung device is very similar to the Google Pixel 4. So exactly how Google has implemented on the Pixel 4, Samsung has done the same. They have no addition whatsoever, which is nice, just the way Google wanted. You can swipe from the bottom and hold to go to the multitasking tray. You can swipe again to go back to your home screen. One big addition is the swipe back gesture. So this is something I really like about iOS that we have for years. Now it's finally on Android side, and it really makes the experience of using this phone a whole lot better. So this is, again, like I said, very much inspired from iOS. That tells that Apple definitely was in the right direction back in 2017 when they added the gesture navigation with the iPhone 10. So I don't mind picking up good things from other operating systems. But the difference with the Galaxy S10 Plus compared to the Pixel is that you don't have to use the gesture navigation. So if you go into display settings and you go into navigation bar, you do have the option to use your old way of just using the buttons. If you don't want the gestures, you still have the old option. But I've been using the gestures completely for the past 3 days, and on the stable version, I have to say it works a lot better than I expected. Obviously, it's not as fluid as the iPhones, but it is pretty close, and Samsung will definitely bring a lot of improvement with the Galaxy S11. When you have the 120Hz display combined with this, it's going to get a lot fluid. If you swipe from the corner, it gives you the access to the Google Assistant, so this is a bit of a change way of launching the assistant. Next up, we have a huge camera redesign. This is one of the features that I really like on the One UI 2.0. So compared to the older look, you have a much cleaner looking UI, and instead of having the endless scrolling wheel of features, you now have a More tab that includes all the features that you don't use that often. So you have the Instagram mode, the hyperlapse, super slow motion, panorama, all that stuff, and of course the night mode. So if you use night mode a lot and you want to customize this, all you have to do is to hold it and then just drag this outside, and now you have this feature, and now you have it outside next to the main camera mode, so you can easily access that. And I have to say, this is very good. Again, just the way Google has implemented in their own UI, and I really like that Samsung is adding some of the features from the stock Android version. Now, apart from the new camera UI change, Samsung has added the ability to record slow motion videos using the front camera. They're also called as selfies, if you want to call them that, but yeah, these are basically slow motion selfies or slow motion selfie videos, I would say. And then of course we do have the super duper ultra night mode with the Pro camera. So if you go into the Pro mode and go to the aperture settings, you now have the option to set the long exposure all the way up to 30 seconds, which is amazing. You also have the option to set the ISO up to 3200 if you're really shooting in super dark environments. So here are some of the results, and I have to say, in order to take photos with this mode, you have to use a tripod. So I was able to take these these photos, and I have to say these are a lot high quality photos compared to the normal night mode. We have very less noise. It really shows that Samsung is pushing its current camera hardware to the absolute limits. I really wish that Samsung included all these features when they first launched the Galaxy S10 lineup. They make us wait so long for this, but yeah, I mean, these features are here and they're still well appreciated. Samsung has also added the new screen recorder that they first added on the Galaxy Note 10 family, so you have multiple options, video quality, as well as recording yourself as you record the screen of your phone, so you can have a larger or smaller circle of yourself while you're shooting that. In my opinion, this is like the best screen recorder implementation we have on any phone. Now, thanks to the new gesture navigation, Samsung has added a brand new way of accessing the one-handed operation. So to access the one-handed operation, you just have to swipe from the bottom like this, and boom, there is your little screen, everything right here in the reach of your thumb. And to go back, just tap on the black part. So I have to say it's a very nice implementation, again similar to what Apple has done and what they first introduced with the iPhone 10. So now next up we have the device care option. This is now a redesigned look of it. I have to say much better compared to the older icons. The whole scanning animation has been changed as well, so you can quickly optimize your phone. Look at that, just a very nice clean looking updated design compared to the previous version. And with this we also have a new change with the battery. So now the battery option looks different as well, again different animation. If you go to the battery usage, again you have a much cleaner UI. You can see the details for the past 7 days. You could do that with the older UI, but everything is just crammed up into just one page, so it's all redesigned and it just looks really good on the 2.0 version. You now have ability to set a custom battery limit for the wireless power share. So let's say if you want to stop charging at the battery limit 50%, you can just set that. And so now you have the option to set the battery limit from 30% from the minimum to all the way up to 90% maximum. So once your phone, let's say, hits 45%, it's going to stop charging the wireless device. So very nice customizable option now with One UI 2.0. Also, if we go ahead and check out the digital well-being option, once again a very nice UI. Previously we had this graph, again a little bit complicated in my opinion. Now it's just a lot better with the meter. You can see the individual application timings, and again it looks kind of similar to iOS, but yeah, I mean, I like the good part that Samsung is implementing here. The new addition here is definitely the focus mode. This allows you to really focus on the stuff that matters. So you can choose applications that you want to use in the focus mode, such as, let's say, Gmail or LinkedIn or Maps. You can just add them, and all the rest of the applications will be blocked from the usage. So if you just go ahead and start it, got this really nice animation, and during this time you can only use the apps that you have selected. So really nice way of breaking away from social media and focus on your work. Also, if you drop down the notification panel, you can see that the time has been shifted to the left. Other than that, there's a new animation for the brightness slider. It's a lot thicker compared to the older one. So older one is just like the slim version, so kind of nice looking implementation. Samsung also renamed the night mode as dark mode, and in my opinion this is the right way to call it, because night mode is like that yellow thing. Since it's an Android 10 dark mode, it is a system-wide version, so basically when you turn it on, your wallpaper will go a little bit dark, and it just conserve battery overall. I really recommend you guys using the dark mode on your Samsung phone. Now, another interesting thing that I was able to find while playing around is that when you're changing the color of your folder, it gives you a really nice preview right on the top, whereas previously there was no preview of any kind, so you would just select the color and see it afterwards, but now you can see it live as you change the colors, which is pretty good. We also have a new app animation, so when you touch the screen, it just blooms, it just grows, and the same way it goes back. Whereas the previous animations are fast, but they don't have the smooth effect of the One UI 2.0, so I really do like this new change. Also, if you hold down the screen and you go to the wallpaper application, the whole UI just looks very different. So now you have an actual wallpaper tab. Previously, it would just take you to your Galaxy theme store, and it's just a poor choice of the UI. I don't want to go to the store, I just want to change the wallpaper. So now you have the nice UI for lock screen and home screen wallpaper. You can choose the wallpapers you already have on your phone. You can go to your gallery and select the wallpapers from there, which you have downloaded from third-party applications. And then if you want more wallpapers from Samsung store, you have this explore more wallpapers option that takes you to the theme Samsung Galaxy theme store instead of this, which was very automatic. So I would say it's a really nice implementation. Now there's an option called as wallpaper services. I'm pretty sure most people didn't know this option was available in the previous version. So if you go into the wallpaper service, you now have the option of dynamic lock screen. This is very similar to Oppo and Vivo and other Chinese phone. Basically, you have this constant wallpapers on the lock screen changing every time you press the power key. So you get a nice new kind of look to your phone every time you pick it up. So it's pretty good. Also, if you go to the edge lighting option, once again we have a better, more cleaner implementation. If you go to lightning style, and if you click on the lighting style, you can see instead of having these little options, we have this 3 tabs. So main one is the effect, which we want to deal with, which is just adding custom animations. There are some new ones such as the eclipse, echo, and spotlight. If you want to customize it, you can go to, if you want to change the color, you can go here. And if you want to change some advanced options such as the transparency or the duration, you can go into this option. So again, a lot more better implementation of the UI compared to the older cramped up look. Now if you open up the phone dialer, you now have the option to call via places. So previously it was from the recent or contacts, and now you can contact your favorite places. So if you go to this tab, it basically first shows you the live location. We've got the food, restaurant, home services, and shopping. If you check out the food option, it will show you the food options you have. I don't know why it's not working right now, but it should work. Now lastly, if I talk about the performance with the One UI 2.0, it's really smooth. I've not seen any lag whatsoever. The gesture navigation works pretty good as well. Again, if you guys want to see a speed test, let me know in the comment section below. So yeah, that's it. These are all the features with the One UI 2.0. Now a lot of these features will come to all the Samsung devices, such as the redesigned camera UI, but features like the ultra night mode in the pro settings might not be available across all Samsung phones. So this is just something specific to the Galaxy S10 as well as the slow-mo selfie. But yeah, this is what we have, One UI 2.0. Pretty good update. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What is your favorite feature out of all the features that I have discussed? And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.